It's a reality. I had mercury poisoning too. My parents had mercury poisoning. They all died. And all my brothers have mercury poisoning, and they have died. Now I'm sort of the last oldest one within our generation. And my kids have mercury poisoning. My grandkids have mercury poisoning. It's not healthy for my family. When you have mercury, you have it for life. They haven't found a cure for it at this very moment. Like right now, I'm hanging on to this place just to allow me to stand properly. It affects your nerves. It affects your taste, your hearing, your vision, and then you're very vulnerable. If there's any kind of flu going on, you're likely to get it. I am also a diabetic on top of that. And I've seen a lot of my people back home suffering to this very day. Some of them had to be sent away, like Thunder Bay, a day trip to go and visit them at least once a month. If we had this mercury home, we would have it locally. And that, I know they'll never get better, but at least they'll be home with their families where we can really have a good life, remaining life for each of our families and children. You've heard about two of our recent leaders, Simon and Steve, who passed on not too long ago. They were the champion of our community since mercury was discovered in '70. But they dumped about 10 tons of mercury, whether in the 50s and 60s. It's there now. And now we're just trying to do our very best to try and remain healthy. The home will be a thing that the government can provide for us. You know, it's not that we want millions and millions of dollars. It's a home where we can be at home with our families, that they will visit them for last remaining days of their lives. Good afternoon, everyone. God bless you.
Are you Simon's brother?
Cousin.
Cousin.
He's my cousin, yeah. And so was Steve, was my cousin.
What was it like for Simon to have to die in Thunder Bay after he spent so many years advocating for the creation of this center?
It's not a very good thing to witness, because I've known them all my life. And they were strong leaders. But it seemed like they were still plugging away, even when they were sick. That's how determined they were. And that's how determined we are here today. You heard our youth. He has symptoms as a young man already too. We see that every day. It's not an issue that we take lightly.
And you said you yourself are dealing with the impact of mercury contamination. Are you concerned that you may end up in Thunder Bay away from your community if this mercury home isn't built?
That's my greatest fear. I've never lived anywhere else in my whole life. I would sooner see something within my home so I can My kids, my grandkids, my great-grandkids can visit me. That's, I think, a couple of my older grandchildren are in Fort Francis, and their parents have to make special appointment to see them at least once or twice a year. That's not fair. It's a good 6-8 hour drive one way, and we don't have the finances to do it. They would like to be with them. You should see when they see this, when they see me, they just, their face lit up. Not only my side of the family, but I've seen others that I know in the community. There's today people in the hospital today struggling. I imagine that's part of the mercury problem. Just like what I said, we're very vulnerable when you have mercury in your system. It kills something within you that's supposed to fight off any disease. I tried to tell that to the doctors that no, they don't seem to want to answer it, or they may know it, but I don't think they're told not to say too much about it.